Hi everyone, some of you know, probably most of you know this, I work at a summer camp in America. This year, for obvious reasons, couldn't go. I've really been missing it lately. I mean, I miss it every day, but especially right now, being in lockdown, still, life is very different. And so, thought today I would try to incorporate some of my camp life into my world here. First things first, I'm sitting outside because it's so gorgeous and sunny today. And that's my favorite thing about camp. This winter's been pretty hot, so I'm making the most of today. I know a lot of you will have read this. I'm just starting it now. If you have read it, let me know in the comments because I've heard a lot of good things. Every Sunday at camp, we have like a lazy morning, a lazy Sunday. My friend and I will always get a bagel, get our iced coffee, and go down to the docks and sit there and just watch the lake. And it's so peaceful. I'm in lockdown, I can't go to a lake, but just sitting out in the sun, enjoying my iced coffee and bagel, and it doesn't hit the same, but it's a nice practice. It's really good for me to do things like this that cause me to be more intentional about the little habits in my day, because I could have just sat inside, but I'm getting so many more benefits from being out here in the sun. Anyway, I know that a lot of you guys worked at camps as well, because a lot of you message me and say that I inspired you to go or are wanting to. This could be a good idea for you to try as well. If you're missing your camp or even just, you know, a country that you love, try and incorporate little bits of that into your day. I think it's a nice idea. Now everyone, I have great news. Today's video has a sponsor, and that is iHerb. So this month is my 8-year vegan anniversary, which is crazy to think about. I feel like it was just yesterday that I started learning about all of this stuff and sort of changing my lifestyle. If you've been following me since that happened, thank you. September is also iHerb's 25th anniversary, so they're having sales to celebrate. Personally for me, iHerb has been amazing just to help me source the things that I can't buy in stores near to me, especially when I can't really go out to the stores, but for things that are more specialty items to do with my health, my wellness, my veganism, iHerb is where I look. Pretty much everything you could want, you can find on there. If you want a healthier alternative, a more eco-friendly alternative to your makeup, pet food, sports nutrition, it's on there. They also have their own exclusive brand and a range of products within that. And I just can't emphasize enough the convenience of obviously buying these things online, but also just the range. I'm going to show you guys an unboxing of all of the things that I bought, and be sure to check out the link in my description. I will leave everything there. So welcome to what I think is the first ever unboxing on my channel. I can't emphasize enough how excited I've been to open this ever since it arrived. Does anyone else find unboxings really soothing and like calming to watch? I also just love seeing what other people buy. I think that's really interesting. I don't even know what order I'm gonna do this in. I'm just gonna go by what I see. First up, we have, I really hope I don't pronounce this wrong, gua sha? This is something that I have heard almost all of my friends swear by and recommend, and when I put a thing on Instagram being like, what one beauty tool or skincare thing has changed your life, this was the most recommended item to buy. And for a girl with, how do I say this, not small cheeks, I have quite chubby cheeks, and especially in the morning, like a puffy face. Look how beautiful this is. So gua sha has been practiced in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years. Perfected throughout the centuries, this gua sha tool was built to have a firming, lifting effect on the skin. That's exactly what I need. Can't wait to try that out. This is one of the other things I'm most excited for, and it is vitamin gummies. I wish I was the kind of person that could take regular vitamins. I'm just not. So if I'm gonna get them in, it's gonna be this way. I first got into these in America, no surprise, but I loved having these in the morning at camp. Should we do a taste test? Let's do a taste test. I got the Gummiology, which is iHerb's like own brand, B complex. So being vegan, you need your B vitamins. So in this we have vitamin A, vitamin C, niacin, B6, folate, B12, biotin. Biotin's the one that helps your nails, right? That's something else I really need. Okay. I wish that I could record a smell. Oh my god, this is so cute. Gummy haul. Oh my god. How is this good for me? Well, that's gonna be very easy for me to take every day. So I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but I have the terrible habit of breaking and even biting my nails, especially when I'm stressed or anxious. So as you can see, they're not doing too great. They're very short and they're just not really that healthy. So wait, why is this the most exciting part of the package? So to help myself out, I got this nail strengthener, which I paint on basically like nail polish. I always see girls with the most beautiful, long, healthy nails on Instagram with the beautiful nail art. I can't do that. So can't wait. The next item is this dry body brush. These are obviously fantastic for exfoliation before you have a shower, and I find it also can help with the lymphatic system, draining that, just kind of keeping your body healthy. We'll keep you posted. Next up, we got a brow pencil. So I don't do much with my eyebrows anymore. I used to get them threaded every 2 weeks, which I can't believe I did that. That's so much money. Now I pretty much just leave them naturally, and I actually use the soap method, which is just using a spoolie on a wet soap and brushing them up. It gives them a bit of volume basically, but I don't really want to be using an old mascara brush and a soap forever, especially if I'm traveling. This is fantastic. So I'll try this later in the video and you guys can give me some advice. Next we have Annie's vegan mac and cheese. When I was younger and lived in America in an RV with my parents, this was a staple for me. Oh my God, they're from Connecticut. That makes me really happy. Okay, I'll have to have that for dinner. Speaking of food that I love from America, I had to get some cereal. This was a staple of mine when I was in Hawaii. It's like an elevated cornflakes. I just have so many great memories with this. So excited. I swear it could be the littlest thing, but if there's a food or a snack or a smell or just a little thing that reminds you of like your childhood or a really nice memory, getting to have that again just feels so special. I could save the best for last, but now that I've seen this item, I'm too excited and I have to share it. I got Clif Bars. If you guys follow me on Instagram or even followed me on Tumblr back in the day, you would know it was Chobani yogurt and also Clif Bars that I fell in love with in America, and then came home and they didn't have them firstly. Now we have some, we have limited flavors and they cost like $4. So for me to be able to get a box of one of my favorite flavors, I think some of you will know how much this means to me. Some of you will think I'm crazy, especially if you're American and you can get these anywhere. But for me, that thinks about these year round and just cannot buy them here, I feel complete. Also, I know these are meant to be sort of like a hiking snack when you're out on the trail somewhere to pack like all the vitamins in that you can. I just love the taste, honestly. Please tell me what your favorite flavor is. Personally, I obviously love nuts and seeds, also cool choc mint and Sierra Trail mix. 2 things left. My friend Shay first introduced me to this brand of tea when I was in Washington a few years ago, and I fell in love. I'm someone that struggles to fall asleep at night. I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same. I've just always been like this. So this tea is one of the very few things I found that actually worked and actually helped me wind down. Plus it just tastes so good. And the very last thing in my big old goodie box is melatonin, baby. In the past, I've had melatonin tablets, but I've just always preferred taking things as a dropper, and I also feel like it absorbs better. Could just be me, I don't know. For those of you out there like myself that struggle to sleep at night, you will understand what a godsend melatonin is. And once the world opens up, I feel like this will also be fantastic for flights, like long haul flights. When you're trying to readjust your sleeping pattern for like the place you're gonna land in, this will be perfect to take on the plane. I'm not gonna take any now because it's daytime and I don't want to get sleepy, but I will smell it. Guys, smell it. Isn't that amazing? What does it smell like to you? If you guessed citrus vanilla, you were right. I'll take some tonight and then I can let you know tomorrow how it goes. I'm very excited. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this whole part of the video. Keep watching to see how I incorporate these into my day. Time to use this bad boy. A little hack, I actually put this in the fridge while I was showering. You could also do the freezer just to make it a little bit colder and help sort of soothe and cool the face. So I found this pretty helpful little diagram online. It shows you which part of the tool is best to use for which part of the face. So I want to start with cheekbones. Let's do... The aim with this is to be quite gentle as well. Just doing small movements, always away from the face. This kind of reminds me of dry body brushing in the way that it's sort of like lymphatic drainage. They're both just different forms of helping your body's natural systems, just giving them a little extra help to move along. I don't know if you can see that. Tell me this side doesn't look more lifted than this side. Good work. Yeah. Shifted higher than the ceiling. I think cereal is the ultimate comfort food. For me, I need to be able to have a lot of something for it to be a comfort food. Like if it's ice cream, I get like overloaded with the sweetness pretty quickly, but cereal, I could have like 6 bowls and I would still feel good. Also, I think this is a universal fact. Cereal hits different after like 10 p.m. I feel like I have better lighting here to show you what the gua sha did. I don't know. I see a difference. I think it worked. I need to go and talk to my noisy neighbors now. Wish me luck. Alrighty, so I'm gonna try the brow pencil. E.L.F is fully vegan and cruelty-free, by the way. Just gave that a nice blunt tip, so we'll see how this goes. Since the world stopped, I stopped getting my eyebrows threaded, and I kind of dig the more natural look, so I just leave these little hairs to be. What do we think? This is the part that I really care about because I don't need to fill in that much, but I do like to give it volume, which is what like this spoolie brush does. Isn't it funny how trends change? Like in the early 2000s, we had the like almost non-existent eyebrows. Everything was like over plucked. I remember feeling really insecure, I think like late primary school, early high school, that I had like bushy eyebrows, and they were pretty similar to this, maybe a little bit more untidy here. But now, or like I guess a few years later, big eyebrows became really cool. But I remember just being like, oh man, like now that's the cool thing, now I want that. And now it's like the boy brow look, you know? So it's a bit messy, it's a bit unkempt. It's definitely my favorite of all. I think it's the most flattering and it's the most low maintenance. That's a win in my books. What do we think? I like it. We do have Clif bars in Australia, but we have limited flavors. My favorite little supermarket near my camp sells them for like 89 cents. I love stocking up on them on a day off and then just eating them throughout the day because at camp you get so hungry. You're just always on your feet. When we have downtime, I'm just always snacking on these. Feels good. So I finished this. I'm deeply hurt. I'm hurt about what happened and I'm hurt that the book is over. I really need them to make this into a movie, and I also really need to read whatever that is now. This is your sign to read this if you haven't yet. It is so good. I will keep this spoiler free for those of you that still want to read it, but when it reveals who was in the car, I had to like close the book for a moment and just sit there and like stare at the wall and process that information because I knew something was coming, but I did not predict that. And that was just so well written. But now that I finished that, I desperately need new book recommendations. So if you have any ideas or things that I might like, leave them below. One very key difference between camp and today is the element of physical activity. Today I've pretty much sat around because I've been in lockdown, so that's what we have to do. But we are allowed 2 hours of exercise right now. So if you've been keeping up with me on Instagram or saw my video about it, you'll know that I have just started longboarding. I've been learning how to longboard. It is so much fun. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. It's not quite the same as taking my campers to archery or a ropes course or soccer or anything like that, but I'm moving my body and I'm learning a new skill. Let's go.